Okay, camera. So I had the wrong upload in there, so we're not even gonna try that. We just gonna go ahead and get started, y'all. So my bad. What is up, everybody? What is up, y'all? We are back to talk about Found episode 6, and this was such a good episode. I cannot wait to get started talking about it. Let me go ahead and bring my girl up so we can get it going. What is up,
Hey, what's
girl?
going on?
Girl, nothing thinking about from for some reason. They got the wrong thing in there. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, wait
Listen,
1 minute, y'all. I gotta plug
go
my
ahead.
daggone laptop.
Go for it. Go for it. Listen, let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the chat because I thought this was like one of the better episodes. This is a really, really good episode. What's up to everybody that is coming through, that's coming in? Hope you guys had a wonderful week or, a good enough week or, an interesting enough week or whatever the case is. Hope you guys are ready for the weekend. But let me know what y'all thought about this episode though. This episode was good. I was excited to see why Margaret was up in there and then I was disappointed all at the same time. Like like nobody taking accountability for anything. It's just irked my nerves. Trent irked my nerves. Like it was a lot. Lacey went off the she went off the deep end, but it's to be expected. Lacey gets all the grace for me, y'all, but nobody else gets any grace except for Lacey. Because I cannot stand Trent. I cannot stand the way he's acting. I cannot stand the way that Margaret is treating Gabby. Like, I don't understand them. Because at the end of the day, Gabby Gabby went through a traumatizing moment too. Yes, she kidnapped her kidnapper. Okay. It is what it is. It's not like she kidnapped somebody that was a good person. It's not like she went ham on somebody that didn't do nothing to her. I ain't saying no names, Margaret. It ain't like she did that. But yet we still are acting like Gabby is the bad guy here. I just don't get it, y'all. It irks my soul. But anyway, let me get these pictures up, y'all. I gotta get the pictures up so we can kind of figure out so I can say so we can follow the story here because when it opened up with us figuring out exactly why Margaret got locked up.
I actually disagree with you this time, EJ. Okay.
Oh
This
man,
was the first episode that Margaret didn't have me pissed off for the whole episode. I kept saying, are we going to go through the whole season when Margaret pissing me off? Now, there was moments she didn't have a clean all the way through. But I kind of felt like we was getting somewhere with more of the characters. I definitely loved this episode. I thought it was packed with a lot. I love that she got to see Sir and see what's popping while we be talking about him like we do. Okay. I like that interaction. I needed more for the arrest because I definitely want to know what the hell did she get arrested for. But it just really shows how much she's spiraling and how much, Lacey's spiraling. And then even Don had to have his moment. So I felt like we was really kind of getting in depth with these characters and how they battling their own things, and at the same time they trying to figure out what we gonna be doing with this M&A thing, and at the same time we mad at Gabby and we still blaming her for stuff and we still in our emotions over her. And we wanted to know if she was gonna check them at any point, and I felt like she kind of had to check them in this episode.
I love that part. That was my favorite part.
hmm
That was my most
So
favorite
I
part.
think we got a lot in this one.
Yeah, we did. I do feel like there was a moment where maybe Margaret had a little bit of understanding, but I still didn't like the way she was
Mhm.
coming. It wasn't good enough for me. It just it she didn't do it for me. I was like,
I
mm-mm.
understand. I understand though, because Margaret been on, she been on 10 for a minute, honey.
Girl, that part. And I don't feel like she came down until we got to the very end
Yeah.
when she had to allow herself to be consoled by somebody that she clearly despises. But what irked me about the whole situation is that when we first get there, right?
hmm
When we first find out what she did, and then when Dawn is having that conversation with her, she's like, it's not the same. It's I just snapped. And I was like, but what makes you think that Gabby didn't snap?
Right,
Like
exactly.
just because it was 9 months, that doesn't change
Mhm.
the fact that there had to be an initial snap in order for it to go on this long. And
Mhm.
then that brings me to the other point. What will you do when you come face to face with your child's kidnapper? You went ham on an innocent man. What you
Right.
gonna do to a man that's not innocent? Like, stop with
Yeah,
the.
that's been the big question. And is she going? I don't want to jump. I'm gonna wait till we get there. But yeah.
That's my whole point. Like that part irritated me so much.
Yeah,
It's
because if you had that opportunity, you don't know how you would react. We really don't know, how we're gonna react to something until we in it. We could say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this" or "I'm gonna do that," and I feel like when they showing that, it is realistic because a lot of times people are like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't be in this situation, and this wouldn't happen." It's real easy to say that, and it's easy to Monday morning quarterback until you in the heat of it.
exactly because you really don't know what you'll do. And like I said, her son been gone for so long and you've stolen so much time. But not only have you stolen time, but you've also stolen relationships with her other children, right?
Mhm.
Relationships with her other children, relationships with her husband. Like you destroyed her entire world
Yeah.
when you took her son. So I
Mhm.
can't even imagine the anger that you would feel when all of this came up. You got angry because somebody was moving something around and they weren't even taking it down. They were just moving it around because they were renovating. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they didn't even remember it, like really blacked out. And so Trent showed her the daggone video. So it's like she's definitely spiraling out of control. And that's why we've been saying, Margaret, go somewhere, sit down, collect yourself, okay, get it together, and then maybe you could come back later.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean that, and I really feel like that's what needs to happen. But what pissed me off even more, Tamika, and you know what it was, in this very same scene is where Trent goes on to say that he has sympathy for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he has this empathy, sympathy, whatever you want to call it, both probably at this point for Margaret because it's Gabby's fault, basically. I mean, that's all I heard from him was that it's Gabby's fault because of everything that you're going on with M&A, because you had to hold this secret. That's why you did this. No, if there was no secret and she walked in and that man was doing that, she would have still went in on him. Like, stop playing, Trent. Stop.
Yeah,
Don't play.
Trent seems to have empathy for everybody else but Gabby, and that's just what it is. I've come to accept that Trent is gonna be Trent. He gonna stay in his daggone feelings because he felt like she didn't let him be the hero. That's how I take it when it comes to Trent. She didn't tell him so he could come and save her. Okay.
I can't stand Trent. He irks my nerves. So we know that Don still hasn't told his husband about the whole situation yet, which
Mhm.
that's another thing. Like, I'm like, why is we pressing him to really tell this like it's some big, huge secret? I don't know if I feel like it's like a thing that, like, I don't know. I just don't know. It feel like it's work stuff. I know it's a big thing, but at the same time, they're making it seem like it's like, oh my God, if you don't tell him, it's the end of the world. Okay, I helped Gabby find her kidnapper. If I could find my own doggone kidnapper, I'd find him too. Period. Like,
Well, I think it's more because it's probably would eventually come out like and be more in the public if we should go forward with this daggone case. And Trent seemed like he ain't letting up. Then would you want his husband to or his partner, whatever, to find out that way? It's better that it come from you. Like we
yeah.
all know now. So I'm assuming that's more so the take as far as that goes. And I thought his reaction was interesting. I'm sure we'll talk about it. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. But Lacey and Zeke are kind of having a little tiff because he thinks that Lacey is doing the most. He doesn't think
Mhm.
that she's well and that she's kind of just she's not sleeping, like she's not being Lacey basically.
Mhm.
And so he calls Don over to help to assist him with it, only to find out that Don already knew about the
Mhm.
conversation and all that type of stuff. But he says that, like, Don is like, whatever she says can't be trusted right now until she gets some sleep. And I'm just like, do we believe her or not? Like, we've seen all of her backstories and all of her backflips. Like, why are we not believing Lacey? Sleep or not, Lacey was, nobody believed her this whole entire time. That's what irked me so bad, because she been terrified. She has been traumatized beyond traumatized for years and years. This man coming into her bedroom, she don't know if he gonna take her, like, and nobody believes her, to the point where she couldn't even talk. Like, girl, this is it. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a lot when it comes to Lacey, and I do get that when you sleep deprived, or you get anxiety and having those different issues that I guess you could say is not being really dealt with, and I could understand to a certain point, but at the same time, it's been proven that things she have been saying has been right, as far as old sir was there, and I don't think he's working alone, like. She really haven't gave y'all any reason to doubt her, and this definitely is triggering for her, and it's making her go into a even more of a spiral to a certain degree, because it's like y'all that's supposed to be with me are not believing me, and it's the same thing that happened to her when she was a child. So now y'all bringing her right back to that. It's like, come on now, she haven't gave you any reason not to. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. But, it is what it is. But then we get this one right here that come up in there. Girl, talk about the case, because Lord have mercy, the way this mama irked my soul.
Yes, it was an interesting case though. I said, not them having another Gabby Mosley. What the hell? But the way mama tried to come in here like it's all y'all fault. This happened because of you. Now, he has went and taken my baby that got the same damn name as you to get to you. And it's like, that's not even Sir M.O. Okay, I know he crazy and everything, but he ain't that type of crazy. He a different type of crazy. He trying to get to the real Gabby. He ain't trying to have no fakes. Now let me stop.
Okay.
Yeah, but I definitely thought this was an interesting case. I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Mm-mm.
But what you said is the absolute truth. Sir ain't trying to have no discount Gabby. He don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Right,
no.
he want the real deal.
Oh yeah, for sure, Kendall. Sir is not working alone at
No,
all.
yeah.
Not working alone.
Now the
So
question is, who the hell is it?
exactly. I'm still gonna go with the sister, but they could double back to the
Mm-hmm.
brother, and because they're trying to make us think it's not him, but what if it
Right.
is him?
Yeah, that's how I feel. I know we was talking a little bit about it last week, and I'm leaning towards the sister, but I haven't ruled the brother out. Even though so far from what they showed us, they making it seem that way. But we still got our eye on you.
Cause this is gonna be an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know anybody else that I really could think of that I would think that would be helping him. Like, it just ain't nobody else that I can think of. Yes, Sir wants Gabrielle, not Gabby.
Exactly. Okay.
Listen, Gabby had to get them told. I was like, okay, get them told then, because they ain't listening. But yeah, so this entire case, basically, a young lady by the name of Gabby Mosley. I forgot her first name. She got a Catherine, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Catherine Gabrielle Mosley is her name. Is that her name? Something like that. But she is allegedly, supposedly kidnapped. And the mother believes that it's all Gabby's fault, because she was really obsessed with Gabby after she found out after doing a school project, when she Googled her name, that she had the same name as Gabby, right? And she got really obsessed with it, and kind of went down a rabbit hole with it. So, and that's why the mom believes that, hey, this is all your fault, because he kidnapped her because he wanted you. I'm like, ma'am, no, stop it. And Gabby knew this all along, but she just, she trying to be tame. And I'm just mad, because I'm mad at everybody that come for Gabby right now. Like, I got the smoke for all of these characters that's coming for my girl. Leave Gabby alone. I'm gonna give me a free Gabby, a leave Gabby alone shirt, and a free Gabby one, because Trent gonna try to take her to jail. Doing too much. Um. So anyway, we're gonna end up sending these guys, Don and what's her name, Margaret. We're gonna send Don and Margaret over here to basically check out the place. And they are going to find some things. This mom actually was very adamant that her daughter did not have a boyfriend. Girl, when she said that, what was you thinking? Because I know what I was thinking.
Yeah, she got a boyfriend. You know how it is. They be sneaking, so the parents don't know everything. We got to do our own detective work and find him because clearly your daughter been hiding some stuff from you, man.
Okay, that part. Shout out to Demarcus Vaughn with the $2 super chat. Congratulations on 9,000 subs, EJ the TV Junky. Thank you.
Yes.
Road to 10K in full effect, y'all. We trying to get it. We trying to hit it. Thank you. I appreciate you, Demarcus. Another super chat, $1.49. A hot dog with ketchup. No. Ugh. It gotta have mustard. But yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I need everything. I need ketchup, mustard, onions, sauerkraut. Okay, I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I could do the
On a good day, I need that. And then my other half, he always had to have beans. I'm like, really? I don't need the beans. Well, okay, we're gonna get back to the show.
Oh, sir. So this is what we were talking about earlier. The fact that there is somebody actually working with him. Somebody was patching him up because y'all know sir got it got in the back, right? And to actually be on the run for over 20 years, I mean, there is no way that you could be on the run for this long without having somebody help you, without having somebody that you really, really trust. Now, whether it is somebody that is blackmailing you and they're fearful of you, or whether it is somebody who idolizes you, or whether it is somebody who loves you and like a family member, like one of them, it's one of those type of people.
Yeah,
That's
and
the only.
I agree with Kendall too. The hands did look small, so I don't know. I don't remember if the brother had small hands or not, but the hands that was giving him that cut did look a little small.
Okay.
I gotta look at the brother hands the next time they show them.
Okay. Listen, I'm like I said, I'm holding out with the sister right now. I'm gonna rock with her, but the brother is still on my mind. Like I still got him like on he over here on the side. But I'm going with the sister because we haven't seen her. So I'm like about 70-30 at this point. But you never know. It could change. But here we are, Lacey going off. Like Lacey has decided that she like forget that. Girl, talk about Lacey and her craziness because she was doing the most.
Listen, Lacey just in her own space right now, and y'all making her second guess herself all the damn time. But she have her own thoughts too, and she have her own like. I got it when she was telling Gabby like, I know you feel like you the sir expert, and he the one that freaking took you, but I also have my own experience with him as well. So we ain't gonna just discount me and act like I don't know what time it is when it comes to him, okay, lady? And I can do what the hell I want to do too. I was like, okay, Lacey.
Okay. And while I do agree that she has her own experiences with him, what I don't agree with is the fact that she doesn't know him the same way.
Right, it's not in the same way.
Yeah, Gabrielle shielded her from a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Gabrielle protected her from so many things. I cannot call her Gabrielle. Gabby protected her from a lot of things. And kind of and that's why she knows so much about him. So I feel like when it comes to that side of it, no, you really are not the expert. Right now, you're reacting off of emotion and you're trying not to be scared. You're trying to take away that little girl who's afraid, and you think that this is the best way to do it by reacting. So while I understood it, I didn't necessarily agree with the whole shebang.
Yeah, I definitely understood it. This is her way of getting her power back and not being scared. So yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to take that power back. Whatever happened to the black neighbor lady who used to feed them when they were young? I'm trying to think. Do you remember? I don't remember. Girl, it's gonna have to come back to me because I don't even remember. Don't remember. So y'all know Trent gonna show up in true Trent fashion, still being Trent, still doing the absolute most, still acting like every time I see Trent, he irks my soul. I don't even want to talk about him. He just do too much. He just does too much. But anyway, we know that Margaret, I feel like she's like she's trying to avoid something. Like, I don't know how you stand up in front of these people knowing what you've done, but still be so judgmental about what Gabby's done. It's like she's just like, but can I go back to the bus station? But can I go back to the bus station? Ma'am, this man has 10 stitches. No, you can't go back to the bus station. But they did find out that there was someone that she did talk to. You want to talk about this scene? Basically, when they go and reach out to I think he was a counselor, pastor, youth minister.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what he was. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, child. I thought he was either a counselor or a teacher, but it felt very much like Gabby felt like he could have possibly had a relationship with this young girl in the same way and tried to take her the same way like Sir did, with her. So he was basically saying no, that supposedly, allegedly, she came to him for advice as far as her wanting to have this boyfriend and her mama not wanting her to have one, and him saying you should have the discussion with your mama, and her getting mad at him, and then later that turning into her, accusing him. But we still was kind of giving him the side eye, like, is he really telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
That part. Okay. That part exactly. But anyway, Lacey says she is not for the BS. Is this the part when she come in from? Did she come in from the rain all happy? Is this the part?
Yeah, she was like having an adrenaline rush. It felt like, and then just being like, "Now, why would you sit there and throw that Zag on Zeke's face, knowing damn well he in this house and he ain't had no rain, no sunshine, no snow, nothing on him? Okay, and then gonna be waving her hair in his face like she a damn dog talking about." Feel the rain. I said, not to feel the rain.
Okay.
But he said he understood. He said it's been 16 years since I felt it, but there was a time when I was like, I want to go outside in the rain. Okay. I feel her though. I mean, everybody is kind of coping in their own ways, but I mean, obviously, this is like the complete opposite, where he can never leave the house. And then for her to promise him that it's going to be his day, that he's going to get back out there again. I was like, can we really promise that, though? And they had their little hug.
Yeah, if he gonna need some serious therapy, but he's one of the people that I feel like is not getting any help either. Like I feel like they haven't shown it.
Yes, right. We need to see that. I really would like to see him actually talking about that. But I was like, they could go get in the shower together. I mean, I don't know.
Look, okay, get some rain. Absolutely, DeMarcus, me too. I'm ready. But yeah. That could work. So Margaret just sitting up here. This was my part right here. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This was like the best. Like it was two parts that was so great to me, and they both involved Sir. And I was like, girl, every time something wrong with you, EJ. Something wrong with you.
I really love this scene though. This was a good scene.
Yeah. So. Let's hold before we get back to this thing, because I'm going to talk about this real quick. Trent is trying to act like he low-key cares. Like it peeks through a little bit, like a smidget. And then I think he remembers, and then he like, oh no, I don't like you. And Gabby kind of calls him out, and he just kind of dismisses it. Like he doesn't respond to it. He's like, oh, 1 second. I think I found something. He wasn't finna answer that question. You think he was going to answer?
No, I agree with you. I feel like he have his moments where they back in they groove how they normally would be, and he okay with her, or he trying to look at the bigger picture, the case that they working on, and there's something to make him remember, and he'll get back in his feelings again, or he gonna be protective of her if it's somebody else that's coming at her, but he feel like it's okay for him to snap off when he feel like snapping off type of energy.
Okay. And need to sit down. Well, this is not what we're doing, Trent. This was one of my favorite parts right here. When we got Sir came to the building. Sir said, look, if y'all not gonna give me these files, then dang it, I'm coming to get the files my doggone self. Bump all of this forget y'all. I'm coming to get these files, okay? Because y'all doing too much. I'm about to come up in here and tell y'all what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, when it needs to be done. I'm going to help y'all find Gabby, because what we not going to do is put some stank on my name, because it ain't me.
Exactly. Yeah, I was so here for this. I said, wait a minute, sir is in the building. He said, not on my watch, okay? We're going to get this together. And I just love the whole interaction. I love the fact that Margaret, you know, she was, of course, a little shocked and off-putting at first, but then she was quick with it, and her senses came into full effect. And because he was like, yeah, Gabby told me how you be reading. And he like, oh, okay, now you actually doing it. I see what she talking about. And then, of course, she could see the little, I think she could see, you know, what we all see when it comes to Sir. Like, she had the full effect of it. And the fact that he was like, nah, first of all, I'm not going to sit here and take a girl, like we said, to get, you know, Gabby. Gabby's going to come to me regardless. You know, he's so confident about it as usual, because he was always just swear him and Gabby is meant to be. So he wasn't even trying to fake the funk or act like it was anything but that. And then the part I really was here for, when he was like, oh, I'm surprised you ain't at the bus station. Oh, is this your son? He looked like you. Girl, you know I can help you find him, right? I said, oh, we going to be going to surf for him to find her son. Like, is he about to drop her son off at the doorsteps? Yeah, I want to know, because I would be here for it.
He's gonna be the one to find her. I guarantee. Like, that is like, when we were kind of dabbling into this, I was like, Sir gonna fool around and find that son, and then she gonna have to like eat a little bit of crow.
Exactly. We were saying that before, and I'm like, oh shoot, wait, he said it. I'm like, okay.
Okay, because I mean, at this point, she keeps talking about we don't need him, but every time I turn around, I feel like we need him a little bit. Like, maybe not all the way, but a little bit, like a smidget. Like, he bring a little something to it. But this time he said, bump this. I don't need none of y'all. Let me just go out here and do. Let me go out here and show y'all how to do this real quick. This how you find one of these people right here. So I think that
Brianna, not team Sir. Not team Sir.
She say team Sir. Listen. I ain't gonna lie. That's why, listen, Brianna, that's why I said something wrong with me, because every now and again I be finding myself like, okay, Sir, okay, let's do this. Like, right? Like, when he was the one who saved the day, I was like, okay, I ain't mad at you right now. I said, do that then. Go ahead. But, you know, something wrong with me. I like the bad guys sometimes, because Sir is like the good bad guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's so charismatic that sometimes
you can see the part that's charismatic about him, and that he's smart, and that, you know, he catches on to things, and he's able to read things, and, you know, they're basically reading each other in completely different ways, but they nailed it, because she was able to tell him, like, you move. You know, you don't like where you at. The water is such and such a way. Like, how the hell she get all of that? You know what I mean? So I know he has to be a little impressed, and then he was able to flip it back on her. So I just was loving that whole moment.
Yeah, I liked it. I really loved this moment. I thought this was really, and I thought it was necessary. I thought it was necessary for Margaret to finally get that one-on-one time with Sir, and to finally really, really see, like, now you get to see, you reading him, you see that what she's saying is actual facts. Like, Gabby really, really knows this man. Like, she spent all of this time with him, but she was very observant. She just wasn't there. She was observant. I mean,
exactly. So the same way that she knew that Lacey was telling the truth, once she looked at his cut and how it was in the back and how it was in the front and all of that, I'm sure she was able to know that Gabby's been telling the truth about what she's been saying too. But of course, she don't want to say that. Okay.
That part. Okay, Kendall, this part right here. They wouldn't have solved any of the cases without Sir. Margaret is the Lulu. That part. I mean, honestly, and it is kind of the truth at the end of the day. Do I feel like they would have eventually got there? Maybe. But do I feel like Sir helped them get there? When we're talking about time strains, we're talking about people who are missing. So there is a time frame on that. I feel like he pushes the envelope. He pushes Gabby to think a little bit harder, to think outside of the box, and most importantly, to go to her dark side, as he called it, and to think a little bit deeper, to think about it from a different aspect. And every time he does that, then she come through. Like she like, okay, this. And I'm just like we need her. I know he trash, but still, we still need him at some point. Like, and he gonna find Margaret's son at the end of the day. What underlined me was last week, Margaret tried to solve something to rub in Gabby's face. She doesn't need her. Dilute. Girl, exactly. And then couldn't even stay there because she had to go sit at the bus stop. Like we knew that was going to be the problem the entire time. Like you can't take over M&A because you still haven't worked through your issues, like your problems, your trauma. There would be no world where you would be able to actually take over M&A, you know? And I hope that Lacey can get herself together and get the help that she needs so that she can actually take over, because that's who I can see taking over it when Lacey's in her right, mind. Because right now Lacey is, she trekking deep into the dark side right now, y'all. Now Lacey is on a big old high. She on a rush. But yeah, this is one of my favorite parts right here, was just seeing him come in there and kind of read the room. And when he took that file, girl, I just laughed. Absolutely. When he took that file, I about fell out. I said, sir, no, you didn't just take that file. Did you really?
Yes, he was like, yeah, he picked it up nicely, like, okay, time's up, because he set his timer. He already knew they was watching and more than likely listening, and that the cops was gonna, show up. And he spent his time saying what he wanted to say, and then basically was like, I was expecting Gabby to be here, not you, but I didn't come for Gabby. I came for this, okay? So I can be on the damn case, because y'all ain't doing what need to be damn done.
Okay. Peace. Okay, out here ruining my good name. Okay, listen, that's not what I do. I don't do that.
Right. And she knew he was telling the truth when he said that too.
Exactly. But yeah, this was one of my favorite parts. They could do a couple of more of these. I would be okay with it. So anyway, they're kind of having the conversation. I think this is where we were starting to talk about how when people are questioning Gabby and what she is saying and how she was like, okay, no, this isn't that. This isn't this. No, he doesn't think like that. He wouldn't do this. And they're questioning her. And Gabby just got to put everybody in check, girl. What you think about her get? And she said, and you can go.
Right. I was here for it because we was wondering if she was ever going to have her moment that she'd just be like, enough is enough. Now, it wasn't in a way that was like, okay, I'm tired of y'all being mad at me. It was because y'all know that I know this man, okay? Whether y'all like it or not, I know his ways. I know how he works. I know what makes him tick. I'm an expert in this, okay? So if I'm telling y'all something, then y'all don't need to be damn second guessing me. Either you want my expertise or you don't. I said, I know that's right. Put some respect on Gabby damn name. Let's not act like she ain't been right all this damn time, okay?
Every single time she's
hit like, I get that y'all mad at me, but this is not about that. And I was like, yeah, exactly. And it shouldn't have had to be said, but she said what she said.
Okay, did that. Exactly. So, anywho, we get to this guy right here. I feel like there's always a guy like this in these type of cases, right? There's always somebody who wants to get notoriety and clout for serial killer stuff, or, serial killers, serial kidnappers. We know he didn't kill nobody, but you know what I'm talking about, like for serial things, for these big profile cases where people, and usually you typically see it with the serial killers, where they want to tell their stories and they want to get closer. I've never understood, why would you want to get close to a psychopath? I don't have that type of energy from me. I don't. Yeah. I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's always a reporter or, an author that's going to write that story, child, want to be the first one to break it and then feel like they got this inside look and they got a connection and an understanding. Apparently he over here talking about, he's been talking to Sir through the years and he know how he ticks and what make him tick and he could give them some information. But we finding out that, no, Gabby said hell to the no. She's already encountered him in the damn past and he fake and phony, okay? And full of crap.
Okay. That part. And then we got to talk a little bit about the backstory, because there's always a backstory, which is what I love about this. I love the deep dives into the backstory. They're very subtle. Like, they don't just do it too much. They do it just enough where they intertwine it. really giving you a full story so that you kind of understand what's going on now in this present day, but also what was going on in the past and how it affects the present day. And I love this because in this one, we see that Gabby needed to talk to somebody. She wanted to tell her story because they told her, like, look, if you tell your, if you keep it in the forefront, that's the best thing. She thought this would be good for her. But instead, we got somebody who went and twisted her words. Now, they didn't know little Bella was over there listening when they was talking about this because the mom was like, I don't want her to hear it. I don't want her to, it's up to her to tell her story when she wants to tell her story, but I don't want her to, have to deal with this right now. Mm-hmm. But Bella, of course, listening, went and got that paper and went and got the book, paper, whatever it was, and read the story. And he lied.
Of course he did. He's a damn liar. Yeah, I felt bad for Bella. Like I said, Bella, she have a lot of reasons to be, feeling the way she feels in present day, because literally you going through all these different emotions as a child. You feeling like you can't really confide in the one person you feel like you can confide in. Your damn mama ain't helping you and doing what the hell she need to do. Okay, they got you like you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when you the only one that really is telling it like it is. But I also love the flip side of that, like Gabby being able to let her know, like, I got your daggone back, girl. That is not what the hell was said. And she was smart enough to know, like, let me do my own damn recording of this, because we ain't gonna have, you thinking that I'm saying some other stuff that I'm not saying.
Yeah, I like that she was thinking quick on her feet.
Yeah.
Because reporters are sneaky.
And especially with her being young, like that was just another trash thing that shows how trash she is. Because why would you even take advantage of a young girl that's been through a horrific situation like that and wanna? But that's what these slime balls be doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So she said, okay. So eventually they get to a point where somebody calls or leaves a message or something like that, and it sounds like Sir, but she's like, that's not him. That ain't him. That is not him. And then Margaret figures it out. She's like, oh, he's saying Gabby, he's not saying Gabrielle. Like, that's why she knew it a long time ago. That's why she, and plus what he wrote, she knew that she didn't say any of those things, but she'd been knowing that he never talked to Sir. Mm-hmm. So she said, we got to use this. We're going to use him. And she makes him get on there and say what he needs to say. And then who calls in? Oh, Sir say, look. Sir say he all up in between this thing. Y'all doing too much, okay? Because we gonna need to get it together. But he tried to send another message, but Gabby said she hadn't figured out the message just yet. But he said, I'm trying to let you be the hero.
Right. Yeah.
Moving too slow.
Yeah, she was definitely trying to catch it, and she was getting frustrated because she was like, no, it's a message for me. I know it's a message, but I just don't know what the message is. And I knew he was going to call, even when they were saying, oh, if it's a copycat or whatever, then this will get them to call. And I said, Sir, about to call in and set all your asses straight, okay?
Exactly. So yeah, so we get to the point where I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
It just keep wanting to come. You know how you be. Okay, there we go. So anyway, I think this is when Margaret, and when she's still asking, can she go to the train station? Because she still don't think fat meat is greasy, Tamika. Like, she still don't believe that. Like, she really believes that she ain't really did much of nothing. I'm like, girl, did you see the video we saw? Did you see that video? Because you was doing the absolute most on that doggone video. Like, come on.
I don't know if sneezing is catchy, because I just had to sneeze. Yeah, she definitely is like, come on, this is something she been doing for how many years, every single night, never missing a night. So we knew she was going to want to go back. But he was like, girl, have you been calling this man? Like, you're not getting it. He not trying to hear your apologies. You know what that's called, that you doing harassment. Now you done added something else on top of what the hell you already had. Like, sit your ass down.
I'm just trying to figure out why Trent not doing his job. Like, why he not doing his job right now? Like, why are we? I mean, she committed assault. Why are we not doing our jobs, Trent? Like, why are we not locking her up? I don't understand right now. Just lock her up.
Not lock up.
I mean, it's his job, Tamika. I mean, he's supposed to be doing his job because it's the law, right?
Right.
Forget the circumstances behind it. It's the freaking law. I need to lock you up and throw away the key.
Exactly.
Okay, forget about your trauma and all the rest of this stuff. But we did end up finding out that the boyfriend, which I think I forgot to talk about him earlier, I must have seen his picture, but the boyfriend, we had found out about the boyfriend and he lied, you know. Turns out he was dating two of the people who are kind of connected with this case. And then just, you know, fast forwarding as far as the case is concerned, when it all comes down to it with the case, this crazy heifer, Tamika, this crazy girl, what is wrong with these people? I don't understand. I said, is this really what just happened?
Yeah, I definitely can't relate to that. Because once they was like, wait a minute, is this still when it was just her, or did he take the other girl at that point? Because I was like, not them saying, oh, one is for Gabby and one is Bella, and we got this copycat, but at the same time, then to find out that he was. Well, he claims that one was like a sister to him. He never looked at her in that way, and they was like, well, maybe she didn't get the damn memo. Okay, and she feeling a different damn way, oh, I knew her since I was 6. And as far as Gabby, her mom really didn't want her having no boyfriend, so of course we tried to keep that on the low. So yeah, I ain't tell y'all every single thing, but I ain't have nothing to do with this. So I'm like, okay, where we going with this? So I definitely was like, nah, her. Being like, oh, well, I'm about to snatch up the other girl and set up this whole damn thing.
Okay. And Mama Denial. Oh my God. Mama Denial was irking my nerves. I said, girl, you know that your daughter is crazy. Like, you done seen a little crazy in her. And that's basically what Gabby was saying. Like, you've seen the anger. You've seen there is something. And they finally have to just break this heifer on down to where she finally just go ahead and say, yes, like, ma'am, your daughter is psycho, okay? She's obsessed. And it wasn't about Sir. It was about being obsessed with Gabby, about the attention, about wanting to have that same.
And why would you even want that kind of attention? But, yeah, she ain't got it all.
Okay. I guess because you know how some people be like, okay, maybe they can't get fame this type of way, but maybe I can get fame this type of way. But really, I feel like all that garners is a bunch of sympathy. Like, not really fame. I mean, like, people are feeling sorry for you, always talking about you. You always have to be the victim. But I guess the way that she wanted to see it was to turn her story into a Gabby story, because Gabby is an exception. She's definitely not the rule.
Right,
you know?
right.
Because if we take away Gabby, Bella would still be there. You know what I'm saying? Or would still there would be no happy ending for Bella.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's an exception. So, and I guess she thought that she was gonna get out there and pull a doggone. She thought she was.
That was a horrible plan.
Girl, that part. But when we find out who actually saved her, girl, I about fell out. I said, really, really, sir, is this what we doing? And that was my other favorite moment. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was the selfie video for me.
Really, sir? Like, he playing in their face. Okay, we gonna get on the damn camera and be like, cheese, hey, yeah, y'all, I stopped by and saved the girl and, dropped her off. Thank me later.
Okay, like, here she go. Like, you just dropping off your kid or something. I'm like, sir, no, sir. I know that you did not just have this girl talk about like, I understand that he's what she say that he has some bad something, but he saved me. Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Girl, sit down. Mr. Hughes took an opportunity. He saw an opportunity to do something to get back in Gabrielle's good graces. How do you think that he's going to really get her, though? Because he's going to get her. Like, we know that. Like, that's going to happen. He's going to get her. Do you think that it's going to, and he says that he's not going to go about it the route that he went with Lacey. He's not doing that no more. He says she going to come to him. But how, though? That's what I want to know. Like, what are you going, because you're going to have to do something. She just ain't coming all willy-nilly. It's going to have to be something. Girl, I've been obsessed with that, trying to figure that out. Like, I don't know. I really wish I had some thoughts, but I don't have any good theories right now. gonna keep working on them. You got any theories?
I don't really have none because I feel like he was close to it had that last encounter not went down the way that it went. She was actually saying she would go with him in order for him to let Lacey go, but then that's when Lacey went ahead and beat him upside the damn head. Okay, oops, upside the head, and got rid of him. And then next thing we know, he was like Michael Myers and disappeared. So what else could he hold over her that would be like, you come with me now?
Yeah, because it's not going to be Lacey again. I just don't know what it's going to be. So, they saved the day and all. And there's a conversation that Don has with everybody, right? And he's like, look, he over the stuff. Like, why aren't we protecting Gabby? Yeah, I get that this, that, and the third happened, but why are we not protecting her? And he was right. I'm sorry, but he was right. Like, we understand that she did something that everybody feels is unspeakable, unthinkable, but really is it when you've had that much trauma? And if you kidnap your kidnapper, should I say kudos to you? Like, that was brave. Like, that was ballsy, to be honest. Like, somebody that you're afraid of, somebody that you're scared of, somebody who's hurt you, and you had the audacity to do that. I guess maybe I just see it differently, but in doing so, we get that conversation where Zeke says that he's going to see what Trent has. He sends he sends Don a text and said he's not only looking into Gabby, he's building a file on you. Trent out of line. I'm done with Trent, y'all. I'm so over Trent. I cannot deal with him no more.
Y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. Don helped him. Of course he building a damn file. Okay? I mean, he ain't got no connections with Don. He don't give a damn about Don. Now let me stop. But yeah, I wasn't surprised that he had, looking into him too at all. I was wondering how long it was going to take, to be honest.
Okay, crazy thought. I don't know, but crazy thought. What if Trent is really the one that's helping?
Ooh, that would really be a damn twist right there, baby. But I don't think Trent's hands are small like that, but that would definitely be a twist.
I would love to see it. Mm-hmm. I might actually be like, oh, okay, Trent, I see you. Then there's this conversation right here with his answer for it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if I need somebody like this, like, okay, I understand, but it's more so about this than this, and you really need to tell them about it. But I'm glad that you trusted me enough to tell you. He wasn't mad about anything. Right, he understood. Right, yeah. But then it all took a turn, Tamika.
Yeah, because he thought he was the first one he was telling. That was funny. He was like, now please go and let your co-workers know what's happened, and they need to know the truth too. And he like, oh, I already told him. And then we saying that we ain't number 1, we ain't number 2, we ain't number 3, we ain't number 4. Now we like, really? I'm the last on the damn list to know? Now we got a problem. But I mean, do we really? I don't know.
Do we? I mean, no, I'm serious. Do we? Yeah. Like, why is this a problem? Why cause some strife about something like this? Like, it just is what it is. And then at the very end, in true Gabby and Lacey fashion, they come there and they're there for Margaret, because we know that Margaret, she literally has to be there. She has to be there. This is her thing. Like, even though I'll be giving Margaret the smoke, y'all, even though I just really don't like her right now, I still have empathy for her. You see how that works? You see how a person can still have empathy even though they don't necessarily understand or agree with something, but yet they do not have to like be throwing it up in their face 50 times? That's me right now, having empathy.
No, I did feel this part because I think it was like a couple of different things that they showed, and they had the music playing. So it was Dawn with, the reaction with his man. It was Margaret coming here and standing looking, and them both coming up like, I'm by your side. And then it was Z coming out, put his little fingers out to the rain. I was like, oh, I felt that for a moment. I did. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I got a little tiny tear in the corner of my eye. Okay. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I know Kendall, but it would be great. It would be great if it was like, that would be like the best plot twist ever, and that would just be so great. And because I would want to know the backstory behind it and all the things. Like, I just feel like it would be.
Oh, sorry.
interesting. No, you're fine.
No, I'm looking at Kendall other comment, and I agree with you, and I just feel like it can't be Lacey again. He done popped up on Margaret talking to her. So I think it would have to be Zeke. Zeke really is the weakest link. Or I think that he finds Margaret's son and he uses that and says, if you want me to give him or tell y'all where he at so that they can reconnect, you gotta come with me. I can see something like that, yo.
That's a good one. I like that one. And that one makes a lot of sense because he's gonna find that. He's gonna find him. But he's gonna need instead of him using it and trying to just give the son back, nope, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna use it to his advantage.
Yes.
And that is gonna be her selfless sacrifice for Margaret because Margaret is giving her the most smoke.
Right.
She better unsmoke it.
And then she gonna just be gone, and they gonna be like, "Where the hell is Gabby?"
Kendall, come on, Kendall, have some empathy for this heifer. Come on, have a little bit of empathy for her. A little bit, a smidget. Trade with Margaret. She's so good. Yeah, but I think that that's a great concept. I think that could be the thing. Like, seriously, that would be so dope if it was. Like, that would be way better than the Trent thing. I love yours way better than mine. That would be so much better than that. A trade-off, because this would make her willingly come. Like, it has to be something that's gonna make her willingly come.
Yeah, and that's what he's expecting. So.
Oh yeah, okay. So Margaret gets reunited with her son, but at the expense of Gabby, and Gabby's gonna be in Timbuktu somewhere. Where were they supposed to be going? Where was because I forgot.
Right, because he looked in a couple of places. I don't even remember exactly where it was.
She said, "Forget Margaret."
Forget Margaret.
Listen,
I feel you. Margaret been a pain in the ass the whole season. I'm like, girl, are we really gonna do this all the way to the end?
Okay, that part. But anyway, y'all, that is what's up with Found. Y'all, I don't know why I keep wanting to say From. I'm tripping. But that is what's up with Found, y'all. I mean, this was a really good episode. I was really, really feeling it. I try to put that other thing in. I was really, really feeling this episode. I'm ready to see what's gonna go down on the next one. They didn't really leave us with no like hanger like they did last week to where I'm like, why is she in jail? What are we doing? But I get excited about this show, and the fact that we're gonna have like a ton of episodes of it, that like they really, really are investing in this show, just makes me really happy because this is such a great story and it's such a good thing to follow. It just really gives me my Criminal Minds vibes again, but just different, because I'm a huge Criminal Minds fan. I think that was like one of the best criminal shows they ever did in the history of shows. Because SVU just be doing, I can't do that. I can't. It just, they be doing too much. I used to love it, but like after so much of it, so many of the child cases and all that, it was too much. I was like, I can't do it no more. But Criminal Minds was my hands down one of my favorite crime television shows like this, and I feel like Found is like right there for me, and so I'm loving it so much. What do you got going on your channel, boo?
Well, I gotta do my recording for Love After Lockup. I'm not too sure. I might possibly I gotta check in and talk behind the scenes with Moochie. I don't know if we going live for Aaron Hernandez. So if we are, I think that's supposed to be around 10:15. But keep your notifications on. Check in, because you never know, things may or may not change. And I'm trying to maybe do a live tomorrow about Sweet Pea, because I just watched that episode a little while ago and I gotta curse her daggone behind out. And I should have a live one of these days coming up on Don't Move from Netflix. And, just our regular scheduled programs, okay? Of course, I talk, from with EJ, Found with EJ. I do, I'm about to say it's a team of sisters, even though that's going to be coming back again with Candy. Then I do my own review for sisters. That's up. And the Love After Lockup, that's all I really got going on right now. But I know we got some more things coming up for November, so stay tuned. Pay attention to the community tab. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. Yes, all the Queen's Men is going to definitely be going down, okay?
Yes, I'm excited about All the Queen's Men. So
Yes.
on my channel, of course, I have All the Queen's Men. I did my trailer review. I'm gonna have a couple more videos about that up. I actually am doing my rewatch over the family business. So I actually have recorded a couple of those. So I'll probably be dropping those soon. But right after this, I'm actually about to jump on. And y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed about me, but I love Christmas. I love, but I really, really love Christmas. It's like my favorite holiday. So we are about to talk about the Christmas movie that's on Netflix called um Meet Me Next Christmas. That one right there, I loved it. It had Devell Ellis in it.
Oh
So if
yes, I was
you are
so
a fan, yeah, that's a good one right there. I loved it. It was a great Christmas rom-com. If you have not seen it, it is definitely good. But we're about to talk about that one. And then if you are a member, we are doing our watch along. I'm gonna be playing Talking Dirty After Dark. We're actually gonna be watching it together. So if you're a member, or if you're not a member, then join the membership so that you can do the watch alongs and stuff like that, because it's gonna be dope. And then what else? And then on Mondays, talk about three women. Sundays, three women. Tuesdays from, and then Wednesday, Tia and Tamara. We're also talking about Married at First Sight. So y'all know your girl is trying to jump her way into this whole little reality game. And yes, DeMarcus, I did watch Eat, Slay, Love, or whatever it was called. It was actually really, really good. And we'll be talking about that on Saturday, actually. So make sure you come through and check that out. Just keep y'all notifications on. Got a lot of different content coming up. Y'all already know, but I got to get up out of here, y'all. And we will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Oh, Mr. Sinclair! What you doing in my face? I wasn't doing nothing.
in here with me. Anyway, Dookie, you don't want me.
I don't either, right?
There's a problem with these other people around here. They causing all this trouble because they mad because they ugly. There ought to be a law against two ugly people because they'll bring another ugly person in the world. If you don't believe me, follow ugly person home. Somebody ugly will open the door. Won't nobody open the door because don't nobody want to live